Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious Y.T.M Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Prescott off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble more first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
19.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, 2-2. 2-2.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. Drill when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
The full team is involved this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Smith-Njigba. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker, and he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Prescott on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the check.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Buffalo Y.T.M.
They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get him 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back to Walker on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Prescott now. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Check, Panther.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. Back now in Arlington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave early in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Pollard running left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Pollard again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. To throw, Prescott. Once again, he finds Slayton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Running right, it's Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run. Here. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Complete. Pollard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team. And
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Just make amends. These flows are coated gold, and if you